Hi everyone, welcome back to Trumpet Tips Tuesday. So today I want to show you a quick exercise that I think is perfect for whenever your lips are tired or stiff or just feeling generally inflexible, which is probably something that most of us have dealt with. So it sort of combines a lip bend with something that I think is sort of influenced from a Articulation study. And you would do it in all keys, so let's hear it. And so on. So it's really great, really loosens things up. Good sound exercise too, good tuning thing. I think the bend is a really important part of it. And yeah, try it out. Let me know what you think and hope this helps. Double and triple tonguing exercises. So I know this is something that we're all always practicing and just trying to get it as fast and clean as possible. But the way that I like to practice these things is one with a timer, and I'll only set it for like 5 minutes or so because I think you can really go a little crazy, you know, trying to play like every single double tonguing exercise in the Arbin book or something like that. And then I also make sure to only practice the stuff that I'm bad at and really like zoom in, so to speak. So maybe that would be like 3 exercises on just the K tonguing. So maybe try and play all your scales with just the G or the K tonguing way. And then also only practice the other exercises that are especially hard. So for me, repeating the same note and tonguing it as fast as I can is not the most challenging thing, but things like arpeggios or really big skips or like stuff really low in the horn, those are the things that I feel like I need to spend more time doing. So when I'm practicing double tonguing, I try and do those. And then also don't be afraid to add in either a slur or to single tongue it the first time, because you really want to transfer that ease and the easy way that you do those kinds of things on the horn to the double tonguing stuff, which you know, we're naturally going to approach as being a little bit harder and more technical and technically challenging. So try it out, let me know what you think, and hope this helps. A quick lip slur that I do every day, and this is something that I got from my former teacher Lori Frink, and I believe she was influenced by the violin flexibility studies in creating this exercise. So we're going to start on C and slur up to G and then C above that. And then we double time it. And then we keep going lower and lower until you end on 1, 2, and 3, F sharp to C sharp. And I usually set the metronome at around 80, 88, depending on the day. So feel free to start it in the 60s and work up to there. The important thing is that it's smooth in all registers. You don't want your high notes to sound strained, that you're jumping for them, or anything like that. Hi everyone, welcome back to Trumpet Tips Tuesdays. So today I'm going to show you one of the first things that I do every day when I'm practicing. This is a lip bend. So I'm going to start on a G and bend down, do an F sharp without using my fingers, and then back up. So I really like this exercise, and I go through, you know, all the way down to C because it really, you know, gets me feeling really flexible. It's really great for pitch too, to really find where the note rings, especially as you get back up to it. And it's just a really nice, like, loose exercise. It's not a sound thing. You're not trying to sound good. It's just something to get your lips buzzing and moving and air through your horn. Hi everyone, welcome back to Trumpet Tips Tuesday. So one of the most common questions that I get as a teacher is high notes. I'm sure this is something that we're all always practicing, trying to learn more about, trying to find the easiest way to do it. And I was actually asked about it in Japan, so I thought I'd make this little video for you. So high notes. The best way that I think about practicing and playing high is to think down as you go up. So this is something I've taken from the stamp exercises, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should check them out and do them. So think down as you go up. So I'm just going to play a simple C major scale. So what you might commonly hear for students, or if you're having trouble with a high passage in a piece, is that it'll sound kind of strained and flat and not as easy as the rest of the line. So for that, I would say instead of thinking G, A, B, C in the C scale, I would think G, F, E, D. So that you're really like playing full and relaxed and sort of low and comfortable on those notes instead of straining as if you're playing high. So today I want to show you a quick lick that I really like practicing when I'm working on range building and high notes. So what we're going to do is play from a C up to G and back down, the first time slurred and the second time tongued. And this is sort of similar to something I did in one of my very first Trumpet Tip Tuesdays. You're going to do it right back to back with no breath and no pause in between. And this not only saves you time, but has the same kind of ease that you want to have when you're slurring as when you're tonguing. So it's good practice in that regard as well. So I'm using my lead mouthpiece for this. It's really great to practice lead stuff, you know, just high notes in general on both your regular mouthpiece and your lead mouthpiece. So let's hear it. So a couple weeks ago I showed you my favorite slurring exercise, and I'm going to show you my favorite articulation study. So I know most of us probably do the Clark studies all the time. They're great, nothing wrong with them, no complaints. But sometimes I think it's really important to work on a tonguing and articulation study that is sort of all over the range of the horn a little bit more. So this is one of the exercises from Chris Gecker's Articulation Study book, and I love it so much. So it's basically scales in thirds in 8th notes or 16th notes, depending on how you think about it. And I really like this one because the repeated notes, I think, is something that we don't always practice, and it's a really great study to see how similar you can have each note sound.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Trumpet Tips Tuesday. So obviously I am not in my apartment right now, I'm walking to rehearsal. So I just want to show you some quick things that I do if I'm either running late and I haven't had time to get a good warm-up in, or just I want to be like really fresh and ready to go when I get to rehearsal. So the first one is breathing. In theory, we've all been doing a lot of breathing throughout the day, taking deep breaths, maybe holding your breath, counting to 4, exhaling for 4 beats, that's a good one. Another one that I do a lot is free buzzing, and I'm not sure how many people do free buzzing on a daily basis, but it's part of my everyday warm-up, and I got it from Lori Frank. So I'm just talking about buzzing without the mouthpiece. So here, let me stop so I can show you. And so on. So I'm doing lip bends with that. You could also go, you know, maybe like G down to a C, like a gliss or something like that. But try it out, let me know what you think, and hope this helps.